Hi, I'm Animal Trades, and today we got some fun little mail. Let's get these guys set up. This video is brought to you by Surfshark. Let's talk about how to set up a little chick oasis. Normally, I would use a stock tank, but A, I don't have one. B, I have no way to get one right now. And C, here we are with more moving boxes than we know what to do with due to our recent move. So this will work just great. For baby chicks, we need to use pine shavings as bedding. In the barn, I use this pelletized bedding, but chickens are not the smartest creatures on the farm, and that looks a lot like food, and we don't want them eating it. So we get them set up with some little pine shavings. And if you have rats or snakes or barn cats named Oliver, you need to have a way to protect them from the aerial place as well, which we will get to. But this will keep them inside where they need to be and safe and warm and all that jazz. We're gonna hang a ceramic heat light from Premier One Supply. These things are a lot safer than your traditional heat bulb, which have caused tons and tons of barn fires, not bonfires. But we've got an outlet right here conveniently, so we're gonna put this thing right here. All right. There we go. So we're going to put chick starter food in there, which looks like this. It's small enough little bites that the chicks can actually ingest it. If you're just bringing your chicks home from the feed store or you had them shipped, they're probably a little bit dehydrated. So one thing you can do to really give them a good head start is to put some probiotics and some electrolytes into their water. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Once they get a little bigger, we're going to teach them how to use this waterer here. But for now, we're just going to use this little dish. One little quick trick if you are using a waterer that sits down in there is to put it on a rock or something so that it sits up a little bit. And then that'll help it to not get a bunch of shavings. You want to still make it so that the chicks can reach though. So I might pile up some shavings around it to make it a little bit more accessible. So now it's time to introduce them to their new chick habitat. And as we do so, we want to dip each beak into the water to let them know that the water is there. Here we go, buddy. One really cool thing about chicks is that when they first hatch, they have this incredibly sharp tool on the very tip of their beak that eventually falls off within the first 3 or 4 days. But this is actually what they use to scissor their way out of the top of the egg. So when an egg is laid, I don't know if you've ever noticed that there is like a little bubble, a little air membrane at the top of every egg when you crack it in a pan or whatever else. That little air membrane is actually what the chick uses to breathe when they're hatching. So they use this little rhinoceros tool right here to poke their way into that air pocket, and that air pocket gives them enough air to breathe while they cut a perfect little hole around that membrane, and then that allows them to climb out of the egg. While a chick is incubating, they actually have these little veins that attach them to the outer shell of the egg, which is why you don't really want to help chicks hatch, because those veins naturally separate and everything during the process of the chick climbing out of that little hole. Yeah, just a really interesting process. Also really fun that they're actually egg-shaped for the first 3 days after they hatch. So just a fun little thing to look at. Once you get your chicks installed into their little oasis here, there are a few observations you need to make sure that they're going to stay safe and healthy in here. First and foremost, you want to pay attention to the light and how much heat it's giving off. These ceramic options from Premier One actually give off less heat and in a more directed fashion than their metal counterparts. So if all your chicks are crowded and huddled right underneath the light, that's a good sign that the light is too far away from them. So had I thought about this a little bit more, I probably would have made the light itself adjustable, but instead I've been adjusting the height with feed sacks, which, I mean, is the most country solution ever, but it's working great. Once the chicks start wandering around a little bit more and, feeling free to roam, then I know that they're warm enough. Another sign that your chicks are too cold is pasty butt. And pasty butt can be a sign of a lot of other things as well. but it's basically when poop starts to accumulate on their bottom and no longer allows them to continue pooping. Really, really great, I know. We can easily remedy pasty butt with a warm, wet cloth, removing the feces, but we can also, raise and lower this to make sure that there's a good, even temperature for the chicks inside the enclosure. We can also add probiotics to the water, so a little scoop of yogurt, or, give them some electrolytes in the form of Gatorade or chick booster, all kinds of other products like that. But if we pay attention to their behavior, we're able to regulate these things a lot easier. There also are thermometers you can get, but a few feed sacks stacked underneath the Oasis is doing just great for me. Last up, as far as safety goes, we want to make sure that they're protected from my cat Oliver, rats, snakes, and other things. So we're going to make a little lid for this. Conveniently, because this is a little packing box, we've got everything we need right here. Using a few zip ties and hardware cloth and a little country ingenuity, we're going to have this problem solved here too. You can use tin snips to cut this out, but because I have a jigsaw right here, that's faster. If you want a more Pinterest-friendly cut there, you can use a blade that has far fewer teeth and a higher speed. Also, you could back it with something so that it wouldn't jiggle around so much, but this is going to work just fine for me. It kind of looks like a cracked eggshell. So we're going to use our very scientific measuring methods here. Ta-da! Okay, so now I'm just going to quickly drill a few holes to accommodate some zip ties, farmer's favorite fasteners, second after hay twine, baling twine. Just using my cherry backer board casually, don't worry about it. All right, sorry guys. First things first, we'll get you a little more food. There you go. Now you're safe. This video is brought to you by Surfshark, an easy-to-use VPN platform that will protect your online security, privacy, and can even save you money. My entire business is online, so keeping myself safe is very important to me. Surfshark encrypts all internet traffic that is sent to and from your various devices to make sure that your IP address remains hidden and therefore keeps you safe. You can use Surfshark to protect yourself from targeted advertising, save your mobile data and boost browsing speeds, protect your passwords, your financial information, and your personal identity. By keeping my IP address, and therefore my physical location and my financial details private, Surfshark also saves me money when I'm booking trips, hotels, flights, and other accommodations, as well as when I'm shopping online, because it protects websites from using that data to give me location-specific pricing. I want you to try out Surfshark with my exclusive limited time deal. Go to surfshark.deals/ANNE to sign up today and keep your online activity safe, secure, and private. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video and for supporting my channel in that way. If you'd like to support me in other ways, there are links for my Patreon and my merchandise below. By the way, there's a whole bunch of new Milk Dud merchandise, so make sure you go chat your fluff face, Lucy. So make sure you go check that out. I hope you leave this video feeling challenged, inspired, and excited to get outside and to do things with your own hands as well. Cheers! Got some chicks, don't tell Adam. You guys, quiet down. I don't want to hear a peep. Oh my gosh. Lucy! What are you doing? Get out of here. Well, I hope you enjoy that. Lucy, chew with your mouth closed. It's fine. I'm giving you more food, you little jerk. Love you so much. I just need to get in close so you can hear the smacking. Lucy? You're on thin ice, girl. You're acting like a real pig right now, Lucy. Also, these little feathers are so cute. Make a wish. Oh, sorry. That was attached.
Trash?
Oh, no. Gravel. Weirdly, it's mulch. I hope that they just have the wrong address and they just deliver it here. That'd be great. Oh.
Is he leaving?
I think they're going to the neighbor's house, but maybe they are.
Up the hill?
Hard to say.
Wow, what a roller coaster.
That was a big roller coaster. Okay.